your sides, mister.
Hello everyone, it is Unboosted and welcome back to another episode of Boom Beach, and today you guys are joining me for another Boom Beach endurance test in which we take a triple combination to the test on the Volcano edition of Dr.Terror to see how long they can survive or either take down Dr.Terror. And I don't recharge my troops, that's the first rule. And the second rule, no boost allowed whatsoever. So I have literally no boost over here. And I'm curious to know how far I can make it up there. Last time we took down Dr.Terror with the tanks and medics. That video will be linked in the video description down below. Go ahead and check it out. And this time around we're using Only Riflemen. I'm also curious to know if you guys got any suggestions for the next Boom Beach endurance test video. What kind of troop combination you would like me to try out to see if we can beat Dr.Terror without boosting up and without recharging. That being said, today Only Riflemen. I'm excited for this one, so let's head over to Dr.Terror immediately. First 3 stages, of course, I should not lose a single unit because, well, we're gonna be dropping the critters over here. Critters overpowered. Let's drop some Riflemen randomly around here, but I really doubt they will actually reach the headquarters because, well, the headquarters is about to die anyway. There we go. Boom, it goes down. There's the very first stage done and over. So I currently have 2 landing crafts maxed out to level 21. I really want to try to get the another 4 at least. Another 4 of them onto the max level, because if I use RZM, Rifleman, Zookas and Medics, I want these 2 landing crafts for only the Medics and these 4 for only the Rifleman. So yeah, I do have my submarine over here. I want to take some time here to drop my submarine somewhere here. I do have a space here, relatively far away, 1300. We got a question mark here. That might be interesting, I'm not sure of it yet, because we have another space over here. This one, 700. Diamonds, not too interested in those. I can just always get diamonds later. I think resources right now is my key point I want to be focusing on. So let's just go ahead and get those over there. So that being said, let's continue on to stage number 2 here. Stage number 2 of Dr.Terror should be relatively easily. So we're just going to go ahead and deploy all of the critters here. 4 around it and then 1 critter box in the center, just like that. And look at those critters being pretty persistent against that flamethrower over there. Really shows how strong those critters are whenever they're maxed out. Maximum health, maximum damage and maximum capacity, because every single time you level up your critters, you're going to be getting 1 more, and that is why it's encouraged to level up critters to the max as quickly as you can, honestly. Like, honestly feel that critters are on the same level as medics. Medkits when it comes down to usefulness, so I really feel you should be leveling those up quite a bit already. Alright, dropping the critters just like that. I decided to drop 1 box of critters out there first because I wanted them to get rid of those mines. If I were to drop and dump everything on there, I would just lose all of them really easily. This time around I should be making it relatively easily, I think. Just taking out the sniper tower just like that, and gonna be shocking the sniper towers over there. That way I won't lose the rest of my critters. I am gonna be dropping some medics here at the left side. Reason being is I want to be doing dealing some more damage, and those boxes over here, I don't think I've ever seen so many supply boxes together. So that's pretty cool to see. Gonna be doing a flare over there. The headquarters is gonna be dying relatively soon, but I feel that with the amount of damage you're gonna be doing here, let's actually take a closer look onto the headquarters. You see the headquarters, the health going down, tiny bits and pieces every single time we take down a box or supplies or any type of building on the base, and as a result of that, it should be going down right now. There we go. And they actually made it all the way. This line over here was gone. Still had a couple of boxes left before they made it to the defenses, so that was a nice thing. Okay, stage number 4 is going to be the very first stage. I'm going to really have to use the Rifleman in order to survive. Now, I'm not really all that happy with the stuff I'm seeing over here. We got some flamethrowers, we got like a boom cannon and such. So those are things that can potentially really take me out. So I'm dropping a barrage over here onto the boom cannon and the sniper tower as well. Because those are doing quite a bit of damage here. Dropping a barrage over there at the right side as well. Getting rid of that sniper tower over there. I think 2 more artilleries to take care of those sniper towers at the left side over there. There we go. And then you think rocket launcher as well. Well, I don't really think I need to worry too much about the rocket launcher. I should worry about this boom cannon over here though. Going to be dropping all of the units at the right side there. Gonna be continue to finish off the boom cannon over there. Then I do want to take care of this rocket launcher over here. Because, well, I think the other rocket launcher I can just heal up. They won't do a whole lot of damage there. That's what I think. They won't really do a whole lot of damage. The riflemen heal up relatively easily. So with that I'm a little bit happy. I do have a machine gun over there which will do a lot of damage for sure. So we gotta take care of that. And also the flamethrower as well. As you can see, the riflemen are in tip-top condition even though 3 rocket launchers fire away on them. So we're doing a nice job here. And 2 artilleries to take care of 2 buildings over there. There we go. Making our way to the top right now. Gonna be smoking. Oh, we're gonna be losing him. Ooh, we almost lost a single rifleman there. Let's direct everything over here to the top. And get those critters onto the boom mine over there. I don't really like what I see over here at the right side. But we didn't lose a single unit. And with that I am a little bit surprised. Because I didn't think I was going to be able to do that with only riflemen. So we're advancing on to stage number 5 with no casualties whatsoever. Stage number 5 is going to be tougher for sure. Because I gotta be a little bit more careful with whatever is happening. I think I'll take the same route, like going to the right side here. But there's machine guns over there, there's stronger rocket launchers, there's boom cannons over there. So those are all stuff I really gotta be taking into consideration. Now for this one, I am gonna be taking care of the boom cannons. And I think I can just shock the machine guns. I'm not sure. Let's actually take care of that high level one over there. I can drop a shock bomb over here, getting rid of those machine guns over there. We are definitely, and I mean definitely going to be getting some casualties here. The question is how. So I suppose for this one I do want to be dropping a barrage there. I think I'll drop some critters there later. Like get some critters in there, distract all of the units, distract all of the buildings. There we go. Taking care of the boom cannon over there. There is a machine gun there as well, alongside with a mortar. That might be causing some issues. But first things first, let's start here over at the right side. Gonna be dropping right in between here. Getting into those buildings, as always. Dropping a shock bomb onto the machine gun because we're gonna be making our way up there. Right now, I'm gonna be losing some units here because sniper towers also do quite a bit of damage. I think we can just ignore the machine gun over there, or we could have just taken it down. It doesn't really matter either way. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we are losing some force here. We're losing some riflemen here. Let's gather up together in the back there and get a couple of medkits going. So that way they can all heal up. And we can slowly but surely make our way to the right side of the base. And I think the way I want to do this is actually I'm just going to be dropping some smokes here. Avoid the whole package over there. And I think, oh, that's kind of a mistake. I have no more gunboat energy to do anything. So, you see these riflemen over here probably being taken out by the machine gun. Well, not really all that much, but still a slight takedown, I suppose. I think right now it would be in my best interest to make my way to the back of the base. Actually, that is a huge mistake because those mortars over there gonna be doing some terrible damage onto my units. So, that was kind of a mistake there. I hope it's not gonna be costing me a whole bunch there. And it seems it doesn't. It seems I'm still able to do very well on stage number 6. But we did get some casualties here and there. I'm not sure how that's going to be turning out. As a result, we're going to be getting a complex gear. And we're losing 61 riflemen. So that is pretty interesting. Okay, moving on to stage number 6 on this endurance test. We're encountering our first 2 shock launchers. Now the first one over here we don't need to worry about, but it is the second one that we need to worry about for sure. And there's mortars over there too, which are right now on this particular point very deadly. There's also the rocket launchers over here, 4 of them, and a shock launcher over there. I'm not too concerned with this shock launcher though, but the rocket launchers really do worry me. Now I am going to be taking care of the rocket launchers because those are long distance hitters, and then I'll just drop a shock bomb right here to get rid of those mortars over there. I think that's gonna be my way of taking down this base. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be in the ability to, but at least I'm going to try. So first off, dropping a barrage on that rocket launcher and on the rocket launcher over here. Luckily for me, those rocket launchers aren't too high level, but they will still do quite a bit of damage regardless. So dropping 2 artilleries here, taking care of that. 1 more artillery over here, taking care of that. And then we're just gonna go walk the right side here, dropping as many as we can, as quickly as we can. And I decided to go with a single smoke here, and also a medkit over there. The moment we do reach, I want to have that medkit ready, so that way we can fire away. Dropping the shock bomb over there, because there's a flamethrower there next to a mortar and a rocket launcher. Now I'm not too concerned with the rocket launcher, but it's just a mortar that's really gonna hurt. They will be getting wiped out just like that though, so that's a good thing. So I can just make my way slowly but surely to the top there, and I'm going to be getting some critters in there. Just gonna get some critters in there, some critter action, just like that. Dropping another shock bomb to make sure that my units don't die out. Now, this stage, the way I'm taking down this stage kind of leaves me with some hope. Maybe, and I haven't seen stage number 7 yet, but maybe, we're gonna be able to do this. But of that, I'm not sure yet. We're gonna be finding that out in a couple of seconds. The stage 6 is going down, and did we lose any units? I don't think we did actually. I'm not sure, but maybe we got no casualty whatsoever. If we got less than 5, I'm already happy. And we got 3 casualties on this one. That's a good run. Stage number 5 was deadlier than stage number 6. That's actually really funny to see. Let's scout stage number 7. I didn't think I was gonna have a real go at stage number 7, and it seems to me that we don't. But I think I'm gonna go the sneaky route and actually smoke my way up to the headquarters. So that's gonna be really interesting. Now before we do that, we gotta get some obstacles out of the way. Couple of things to consider. Rocket launchers doing quite a bit of damage here in this stage. So I am not sure how do I want to do this. I see a little gap here next to the rocket launcher where I can possibly get my units in there, but it's gonna be somewhat of a long stretch here. But I still want to try it out though. I still want to try it out. Let me see. I think I'll use these buildings, these 3 buildings as a checkpoint. So that way they can gather the units around, because they're not really gonna get away from the smoke over there if it's these buildings over here that they are separated by. So just a boom mine. I think I'll drop a barrage here, getting rid of that rocket launcher over there. I feel that rocket launcher is going to cost us though. And there's boom mines there as well, so I just really want to get rid of the rocket launcher and the mines. And drop a artillery here, getting all of the units together, and then smoking my way up to right in the middle here, I think, and then behind, I don't know, we'll just have to see about this. I suppose we're just gonna go and see what we can do. It's gonna be pretty interesting to say, to the least. It's gonna be pretty hype. Stage number 7 with the endurance test. Only Rifleman. Will we take out stage number 7? No boost, no recharge, no nothing. It's gonna be interesting. You see this little gap over here? It's just a really tiny one, but we can dump our units over there. And we can shock the rocket launchers over there, so that's not really a big concern. We can shock the shock launcher over here and the rocket launcher over there as well. And this last rocket launcher here in the middle, where the units are gonna be at, that's a dead space for that rocket launcher. Units cannot really reach that, so that's why I want to make my way up there. So if we do that, if we're successful at that, this might be a takedown. But first we're gonna walk there. So I'm gonna drop my units and I'm gonna be walking right here. I'm just going to let them walk here for now. Okay, and once they gather together, I'm going to be dropping another flare, 2 smokes to make my way up here, just like that. And then hopefully they're gonna be walking in a way that they're walking a little bit to the side there. That's a tiny bit unfortunate. Okay, dropping the flare right now. Smoke. There we go. Artillery in the middle. Another smoke. Another smoke. And the final smoke. Just like that. And then 1. Ooh, I can only drop 1 medkit there. That's all I can do. That is honestly all I can do. And then I'm going to be dropping a shock bomb right there. And then let the riflemen run wild. Let's see what those riflemen are capable of right now in this takedown. Dropping some critters to distract everything. But as you can see, it's not going to be enough because we're being fired by 2 rocket launchers in the back there. I honestly did not take those into consideration. I didn't think they were going to be reaching. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know they were there. So yeah, there we go. That is our endurance run. We made it up to the base of stage number 7. We didn't take it down, but we made it with the Smoky Ninja attack strategy. That's kind of fun. We barely did any damage onto the headquarters, so obviously it's not going to be a takedown, but I'll make sure that I'll take it down off screen a little bit later with the warrior attack strategy. That's going to be doing it for this Boom Beach endurance test. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. As always, make sure if you guys like this video to boom, give it a thumbs up. And that being said, I want to know from you guys in the comments, what should I use next time on the Boom Beach endurance test? Be sure to also come again tomorrow because it's time for Hammerman, I think. Yes, Hammerman. Or maybe I'm gonna be doing it on stream. I'm not sure of it right now. But yeah, that's gonna be doing it for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed. This has been Reversed for Boom Beach. I'm gonna be signing off. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I really swapped up my outro there, but that is okay.